Mappa, no. Why? If you haven't heard already, Netflix has officially formed a new strategic partnership with Mappa, securing worldwide exclusive streaming rights for several upcoming Mappa anime. Multiple projects are already underway, with both companies collaborating closely on development, production, and merchandising. Oh my god, man, they've already started without us knowing. They've already started before they even set this out. Oh my god, this is a little concerning. Now, there are some good, but a lot of it is really bad. More cons than pros. It should be the other way around, actually, though. The only point that I can come up with why this is even good is because it's going to bring out more of an audience to watch anime. It's broadening the audience view. It's reaching out because Netflix is so big, it's so global, that anybody that has Netflix is going to be seeing animes made by Mappa, one of the best animation studios of all time. With that said, there's just already going to be a lot of backlash, not only by the anime community, but as well as the people that aren't even in the anime community. If you want to label it, the anime tourists. And you already see a lot of the stuff like this right now, as the anime community is just not in a good state because a lot of people that don't or are not familiar with anime, don't like anime or aren't familiar with anime, already put their views on the people that watch it as well as the mangakas that create it. For example, people that watch the anime that they love, that have a character that shows too much boobs, anime tourists are going to think that you're a gooner and start, labeling you as a creep and a weirdo and a degenerate because you like characters with big busts, but also do some cool ass shit, and that already sucks. It's so annoying to be labeled by that, and I am all for having characters like that. I in fact, one of my favorite characters is Urza because she's bad, dude. I mean, not only does she have like crazy power, but dude, look at her body. But if an anime tourist saw this, for example, they would bash me, label me, and not have anything to do with me, which sucks because I love spreading animes out. If you're not a fan of those things, I would try to find anime series that don't have it or have very little, because again, a lot of these things are anime only stuff. You're only going to see this in the Japanese culture because that is just their thing. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're just not going to be able to escape that. But if you look at it on the other hand, for the anime community, the negative backlash that they're going to give, let's say for example, Mappa and Netflix make an anime for one of the biggest mangas of all time. Now, I'm not currently going to give a name, but this is just an example. They start heavily censoring a character that's showing a lot of bust. They start censoring a lot of heavy topics that you probably see in Berserk or Goodnight Punpun. You start to see censorship when it comes to gore for some anime, like how you do see in Chainsaw Man or again Berserk. The anime community is going to be very, very upset when seeing this. They are going to be like, hey, this isn't from the source material. This is actually disrespecting the source material, the manga and the mangaka as well. No one's going to be happy when they start seeing these changes. Now, it's probably not going to start right off the bat, but it will start at some point, and it's only going to snowball to the point where Netflix and Mappa are going to bend the knee to the majority of the audience just so that they can feel comfortable. Nobody wants to see that. The reason why I watch anime is because I'm tired of seeing the things that I see in Hollywood, the things that I see in Cartoon Network and Disney Channel, a lot of woke stuff that I just really don't like, because like instead of trying to focus a story about the plot, they are heavily emphasizing the minority that want recognition, which is stupid. Because anime does this already and so well. Like you see people that cross-dress, you see BL and Yuri stuff. And personally, I'm not a big fan on specifically those things. But if there are some things that do carry those elements, I don't have a problem with it. Because again, the heavy focus isn't on all of this woke stuff. It's actually revolving around a plot, and the byproduct is characters that do carry those traits. I'm sorry I lied there a bit. I am a huge fan of Yuri, as some of them have been absolute bangers lately, but I'm also not that big a fan of BL, although I am a huge fan of Given. So I'm not trying to attack this whole LGBTQ side. I'm just saying that when they focus specifically on those characteristics, it tends to get really annoying. You see that all around Disney and stuff. It's stupid. It just goes to show how well anime does these traits right. But when you do look at the Western stuff, it's all flipped over, and it just sucks so bad. And that's what I'm fearing. Like one day, another season of JJK happens, and then we get an OVA a special episode made specifically from Mappa, non-source material or whatever, and it's just going to be a woke episode. Yeah, sure, maybe it might not be canon, but you can definitely see them trying to cater to a specific audience, and it's just going to suck so many balls. But the way Mappa tries to butter you up is so freaking annoying, because you know that this is all for the money and not for the audience at all. As it says here, we worked with Netflix on various projects in the past, but this expanded partnership is based on Mappa's core belief in being an independent studio, both creatively and in business. And like I've said, they're buttering you up. It is more business related than creativity related. Japanese animation studios must proactively lead every stage, from understanding global audience needs and developing projects to reaching viewers and expanding related businesses. Again, businesses is another heavy emphasis. You can totally see why I've said that Mappa has gotten greedy. Mappa is committed to deepening our collaboration with Netflix, aiming for a long-term win-win partnership. They don't care. Netflix is just going to have all the creative rights, while Mappa is just sucking in that money dry from Netflix's schlong. So, man, it just sucks to see Mappa going this direction. Obviously, this may seem like bad news, and I know it is. Everybody collectively can agree that this is not great news. But Mappa, so far what we know, Mappa is the only one doing this. We still have other animation studios like Bones, Wit, A1 Pictures, all the other big ones that still animate very well. I'm just hoping that the backlash that Mappa is receiving, all these other animation studios take a step back and realize, like, oh shit, globalizing our anime and focusing on the global audience and not our core audience is probably a bad idea. So we should probably listen to the creator of Evangelion, the director of Sword Art Online, as well as Kodakawa. Dude, yeah. No, it's crazy news that Mappa, despite seeing those big names disagreeing and not wanting anime to be specifically for everybody else. Yeah, I'm surprised to see Mappa's doing something this dumb. Anyways, let me know what y'all guys think. I know I'm being so pessimistic, and I'm trying to keep my hopes up and seeing that Mappa will actually put up a fight when it comes to, censoring things, keeping check on freaking localizers, because I mean, a lot of their translation stuff is so freaking annoying, and anything of the sort to keep anime just anime. I really do hope that Mappa does stand their ground and not let Netflix have their way with them. Let me know what y'all guys think, though. Let me know your opinions down in the comments, and if you made it this far, why not drop a like and subscribe, as that does help around on my channel a lot. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far, appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios.